I'll ring my bowl and invite you to So once you arrive on your mat, take a nice deep breath, nice big breath, cleansing breath, in through your nose, out through your mouth. As you relax and release, as you come into this present moment, noticing the back body on the mat, noticing the sounds you may hear around you. Perhaps you hear birds or the music gently playing in the background, or you hear my voice. You might hear wind chimes. And whatever sounds you hear, just let the sounds be there. Feel the temperature in the air around you. Feel the wisp of air as it touches your nasal passages, the entrance to your nasal passages. Feel that air cool on the inhale, perhaps warmed by the body on the exhale. And each exhale you take after the inhale, just allow the exhale to be longer as you release and relax. So being with your breath for a little while, just a little bit, following it all the way in and all the way out. See if you can focus on the breath and that exact point where the inhale changes to an exhale. So be with the breath for a little bit. And if you notice that your mind has wandered away from the breath, just begin again. Return to the breath, just watching that gentle inflow and outflow of air. Just being an observer. So our focus this morning is going to be on pausing and being mindful as we move through our practice. So being mindful simply means to be aware. So we'll think about we'll notice our state of mind, and we'll notice how our body feels as we move through our practice. So just paying attention. And that's all that is, to be mindful, just to pay attention. So we'll begin by floating our arms up overhead. And before we even stretch, we're going to be mindful of how our body feels. So just noticing the knuckles resting on the earth, the back of the head, the back of the shoulders, length of the spine, back of the legs, back of the heels. Just feeling the weight of the body relaxed on the mat, being cradled by the earth, being held by the earth, noticing the connection, paying attention to the connection of the body to the earth. That's all. And now we'll stretch through our fingertips, down through our body and out through our toes, using our breath as we inhale and exhale, stretching out through our fingertips, down through our body, out through our toes as we inhale and exhale again. Feeling the air on our skin. Perhaps we have the door open. And now we'll lift the right leg and the left arm up off the mat, engaging our core. So bring our belly button in and gently release arm and leg to mat. And then we'll lift left leg and right arm, engaging our core, feeling the strength, and release. And we'll do the opposite arm and leg again. So left arm and right leg, stretching through our fingertips, pointing through our toes, and release. And then lift left leg and right arm, pointing through fingertips, extending and stretching through fingertips and toes, and release. Opposite arm and leg again, left arm, right leg, stretching and pointing, and release. Opposite arm and leg, right arm and left leg, stretching and pointing, and release. And then floating arms down by our sides, bending at the knees, placing the soles of the feet on the mat, and just gently windshield wipering the knees from side to side in a very gentle motion. And just noticing. So noticing how the knees feel, noticing the hips, noticing if you're gripping or holding. So checking in with the forehead and the jaw and the shoulders. And just trying to allow your body to release and relax and just move with ease. It just feels so good to do that. You can even bring a smile to your face. Seems silly, but feels so good. And then bringing your knees to stillness, we'll take the left ankle on top of the right thigh, and we'll just gently push that left knee away. Just opening up that left hip a little bit. Keeping our breath flowing in a gentle rhythm. Release that knee and take the right ankle across the left thigh, pressing the right knee away. Keeping the breath flowing, so we pay attention to our breath so that we're not holding our breath. And then release that knee, return your foot to the mat, and then bring the knees into your chest, in towards your chest, arms up above your head, and we'll just pedal, just a very gentle pedal. We're not going to go far. So and bring that belly button in, so engage your core. So noticing your core,
And we're pressing that lumbar spine into the mat. So it should feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, move, make adjustments so that you do feel good. And then we'll come to a standstill. We'll stop, bring our feet to the mat, windshield wiper the knees from side to side again. Taking a couple of nice rounds of breath here, so noticing our breath. Feels good to breathe in that nice fresh air. And then we're going to make our way to our bellies. And once you arrive on your belly, without further ado, we're going to come to our plank, whatever plank you choose to do, or if you don't want to do a plank, come to crocodile. You all know crocodile. Okay, up onto our toes, 1, 2, 3, and ready. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, squeezing glutes, 9,000, 10,000, squeezing abs, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000, 21,000, 22,000, 23,000, 24,000, 25,000, 26,000, 27,000, 28,000, 29,000, 30,000, 31,000, 32,000, 33,000, 34,000, 35,000, 36,000, 37,000, 38,000, 39,000, 40,000, 41,000, 42,000, 43,000, 44,000, 45,000, 46,000, 47,000, 48,000, 49,000, 50,000, 51,000, 52,000, 53,000, 54,000, 55,000, 56,000, 57,000, 58,000, 59,000, and 60,000. And then stacking the forearms, rest the forehead down for crocodile. So just pausing here and noticing. So just notice what you'd like to notice, being aware. Then as you're ready, we'll take the arms down by our sides with the palms facing up, resting our forehead on the mat. We're going to come to Salabhasana or locust. So on our next inhalation, we'll lift the head, shoulders, arms, legs off the mat, stretching our fingertips and our toes towards the bottom of the mat, stretching our crown towards the front of the mat. Building strength in the back body. Exhale down. Inhale up. So remember, we use our breath to help us move with ease. Exhale down. releasing, and then inhaling up. Just gazing down, keeping that spine nice and long from crown to tail. Exhale down. Inhale up. Feel the strength in the body. Pause and notice. Exhale down, and we'll do it one more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. And as we exhale down, bring the arms out in front of you. Stretch the arms out in front of you with the pinkies resting on the earth and the thumbs pointing towards the sky. You can rest your forehead down. And what we'll do in our next inhale is we're going to lift head and shoulders up, arms and legs up, and we're going to kick up and down with the arms and the legs. The arms are moving up and down, not kicking. Kick, kick, kick. Move the arms up and down. And then bring the forearms on top of each other, stacking, and rest your forehead down again. And in your own time, as you're ready, so take your time, you can make your way to your back and have your strap ready. So taking your time, once you make your way to your back, just take your strap, either bringing the left ball of your foot into a loop. You can loop your strap, or for ease, I just fold my strap in half and place the ball of my foot, my left foot, in the halfway point. Walking hands up towards that left foot. Right leg can be bent or right leg can be straight. And then we'll use our breath to draw that left leg towards us a little bit. Just gently bending the right leg can help ease the stretch a little. It'll help you back off a little bit. So shoulders resting on the mat. Notice your facial muscles, relax. Taking the strap in the left hand and allowing that left leg to come out about a foot towards the left. And then inhale, and as you exhale, allow the leg to come out another foot or so. You can even take the right hand and place it on the right hip joint to kind of hold that right hip down a little bit, and then allow that left leg to move towards the earth. That's my door. The wind is blowing it open and closed. So we're just supporting that left leg by holding the left strap. And sometimes we don't have a strap, so we can just support that left leg with the left hand, the left arm. Just place your left elbow on the mat and kind of prop the leg up, the left leg up, if you don't have a strap. And then we'll inhale that left leg back up, switch hands, so hold the strap with the right
hand and draw that leg across the body. And you can draw the strap towards you, so draw the strap up a little bit if you'd like to get a little more of a stretch. But just be mindful, just be aware of how your leg is feeling. Just go to your sweet edge. So you want a little bit of a stretch, but not too much of a stretch. Keep the breath flowing. You can even use ujjayi. And then inhale the leg back up. Bend the knee and take the strap off. And send that left leg out long. And just pause and notice the left leg compared to the right leg. Notice how they feel. Take a nice deep breath here. And then bend both legs and place your strap on the ball of your right foot as you send the right foot up towards the sky. Walking both hands up the strap towards that right foot. And you can have that left leg bent, or you can have the left leg somewhat straight. And just draw that right foot towards you a little bit, the right leg. Just feel a little bit of a stretch in the back of the leg, but a gentle one. You can engage your core also. That can help. Just being aware of how the body feels, being aware of any tension you might be holding, and allowing yourself to release that tension. And then taking the strap in the right hand now, and the left arm can come out in an upside down V to help you be a little more stable. And then you're going to drop that right leg about a foot or so towards the right. Pressing, you can even take that left hand and place it on the left hip, and then drop the right leg out another foot or so. And just being aware of the tension you're holding in your neck and your shoulder and arm. We have to have a little bit of tension, but be aware of it and see if you can ease it as best you can. And then allow that right leg to fall all the way out to the right, wherever it lands. And you can draw that leg towards you a little or up to get a little more of a stretch. Notice if you're holding tension any place. And then inhale that leg up to center, changing hands. So take the strap with the left hand and draw the leg across the body to the left. And just notice where you're holding the strap. You might need to adjust so that the rest of the body can be somewhat relaxed. So you want to find that sweet spot where you hold the strap. Relax the entire body using your breath. And then inhale that leg up to center, bend that leg and take the strap off. Send that right leg out long as you put your strap aside. And then pause and notice how both legs feel. Just being aware, paying attention. And then floating arms up overhead, stretch out through your fingertips, down through your body and out through your toes, and feel nice and long and lean. And then floating arms down again, bending your legs, bringing your knees into your chest. Squeeze them into your chest as you exhale. And then inhale and push them away. Squeeze into your chest as you exhale. And push the knees away. One more time, squeeze the knees into the chest as you exhale. And then push the knees away. And so if you'd like to rock up to boat and pause and boat, you can do that. Or if you'd like to turn to your side and just come up to seated, you can do that. So I'm going to rock up to boat, finding balance. Maybe I'll do half boat with my knees, my calves parallel to the earth, and maybe I'll row my boat. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, engaging the core. Still rowing, not going anywhere. Still rowing. And then finding my pillow. You could find your blanket or your towel sitting on the edge. And finding your sit bones. So noticing where your sit bones meet the mat. And then we'll just come into some head and neck rolls. So just noticing how our head and shoulders feel, our neck, dropping our chin to our chest, and then gently rolling our head around. Keeping the breath flowing. Seeing if we can get into a rhythm. So we inhale up and around and exhale down and around. Grow taller when you inhale. Exhale. Grow taller as you come around. And then whenever you're ready, reversing direction. Growing taller and then exhaling as you come around. And you can always pause any place that you feel has a little tension. And just toggle your head back and forth in that place to see if you can work the tension out. And then once you've done that, and you can take your time, you can bring your head up to center and roll your shoulders up and back and around, but just tend to your body. So if your neck is tight, just stay with the neck if you want to. And then we'll take the left arm across the body and just pull that left arm back. Get a nice stretch behind that arm. And then we'll switch arms. Get a nice stretch behind the right arm. And then we'll come to eagle arm. So cross the right arm on top of the left and bring the palms together. Elbows away from the body. Inhale up and exhale down. A nice stretch across the back of your shoulders, which I told you this used to be one of my favorite stretches because it really released the tension where I felt it. Just using your breath to move with ease. And as you're ready, uncross, and then cross left arm on top of right. So the elbows are kind of on top of each other. Bring the forearms, wrap them around, and bring palms together. Elbows away from the body, inhaling up and exhaling down. release the arms. And we'll sit up nice and tall. We'll take the left hand to the right thigh. So we're twisting a little bit. Take that right hand behind you, fingers pointing towards your hip as you look out over your right shoulder. And come back to center. Change the cross of your legs. And take the right hand to the left thigh, so across the body. Take that left hand and bring the fingertips pointing towards that left hip. And then twist and look over the left shoulder or out to the left side. Returning to center, placing hands on knees, we'll just come into some torso circles. Nice and easy. Notice that both hips are pressed to the mat so that you're not coming off your mat. You're maintaining that connection. And as you're ready, you can reverse direction. Feel those hip flexors becoming lubricated. And then you can come to stillness in the center, and we'll make our way to table, having your block nearby, or a pillow, or a blanket, or a towel. So we're just going to come into a nice, easy cat-cow. So dropping our belly, looking forward, spreading at the collarbones, rounding the back, pushing the mat away for cat. On the exhale, and inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. Exhale, round the back, belly button to spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the back. And then coming to neutral table, we'll curl the toes under, send our hips towards the sky, belly button to spine also. Settle back towards our heels. If you'd like to walk the dog, I welcome you to walk the dog. We'll rest in downward facing dog for a moment. So we're pausing and noticing, how is your downward dog feeling? Do you need to make adjustments? Sometimes you just hit it and it feels really good. Hopefully more times than not. Send the left leg up towards the sky. Look forward between your hands and shift forward and bring that left knee to rest right behind your hands. As you, we're going to come into pigeon. So as you send the right leg out, like slide it away from you, so you're on the top of the right foot. Take your block, if you're using one, or a blanket, and place it under your left thigh if you need to. So hips want to be square to the front of the mat. So this is pigeon. If you can come down onto the elbows and just sink into pigeon. Actually, I'm feeling like I'm not going to use my block today, but you can fold a blanket and put it under the left hip if you need that support, and just sink into that left hip. This is a nice stretch for the hips. Not the easiest pose. If it's not comfortable for you, you could do child's pose, where we
bring the big toes to touch and spread the knees wide and just sink into child's pose. You could do a cat-cow and table again. That's always good for the spine. You know a lot of poses now, so you could do thread the needle. But I'm just going to pause here in Pigeon and just notice the body. So everybody notice where they're at. See if you're holding tension in your face. Relax. And to come out of this pose in a moment, we'll curl that right back toes. So just pausing and noticing. Okay, so I'm going to come up onto my hands now, curl my back right toes, lift up, and bring that left foot back. And in down dog now. Send the right leg up towards the sky, look between the hands, shift forward, and bring that right knee to rest behind the hands as you slide that left leg back on the top of the foot. So, and then coming down to the elbows, if it's comfortable, sinking into the right hip, using a block under that right hip or a blanket or a towel, and hips are square to the front of the mat. It may feel slightly uncomfortable, but it shouldn't hurt. Our hips have become a little more flexible, I think, as we've practiced over these months. I know mine have. And this is really good to help with that psoas muscle, like a band that goes from your glute to the top of your leg. I don't exactly know where it starts and ends, but it's there. So just using the breath, like bringing the breath to any area that feels tight, is always helpful. And as you're ready, coming onto the hands, curling those left toes under, and then lifting up and coming back to downward facing dog as you walk your hands towards your feet. So Uttanasana, and then slowly rolling up to Tadasana. Okay, so coming to your Tadasana, feeling the earth under your feet, extending through your crown, feeling strong in mountain. And then I was going to do a balance, but I think we'll just, since we're running short on time, I think we'll do our warrior 2. So spread the feet nice and wide on your mat with left toes pointing towards the short end. Right foot is parallel. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bend your front knee. Gaze out over that middle front finger. Pause and feel the strength in the pose. Make any adjustments
You need to feel strong and stable in the pose. Think about how far you've come, how natural this pose feels for you now, since we've practiced it often. You can turn and look at the back arm and make sure that it's parallel to the earth. You can glance down at the knee and make sure that it's over the ankle. You can sink down a little more if you're feeling it. So this thigh wants to come parallel to the earth eventually. And then straighten that front leg and turn feet parallel as you interlace hands behind you, squeezing your shoulder blades together. And just drop the head back a little bit as you gaze up. Your legs feel nice and strong. And then release. So bring the head back up, release the hands, turn the right toes towards the short end of the mat. Left toes are parallel. Inhale your arms up. Exhale and bend the front knee. Gazing over that middle front finger. Feel the strength of the body. Keep the breath flowing. Maybe look back at the left arm, make sure it's parallel. Look down at the right knee. Keep it over the ankle. So just noticing your own warrior two. So pause and be aware. And then floating the arms down, bringing feet parallel. Bringing your hands to your hip creases. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, fold forward. We're only going to come to a flat back, so just leading with chin and chest. Flat back, look down at the floor. Feel the strength in your legs and in your back. Shoulders are relaxed. Feel the stretch in the inner thighs. Then inhale, come back up. The torso comes back up. And then we'll heel toe our feet together. I get a little tangled in my cord. And then we're going to inhale our arms up, turn our palms away and float forward. Coming down, hands on either side of the feet. Coming down to our knees. Coming down to our backs. Gracefully as usual. Bending our knees. Placing the soles of our feet on the mat. Taking a big, deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Relaxing the back body. Taking the left ankle on top of the right thigh. And then taking the left hand and pressing that left knee away from your face. Opening up that left hip. Pausing and noticing, does it feel a little more open and flexible than when you began? And then releasing that knee, taking that foot to the mat, and then taking the right ankle on top of the left thigh, taking the right hand, pressing on the right knee, pushing the knee away. And does that right knee feel a little more flexible and open than when you began? And if it's not feeling more flexible, no worries and no judgment. We're just pausing and noticing. I guess I'm just trying to have us notice, not to judge. Because we'll We'll be feeling more flexible on some days more than others, and we're ever changing, so no worries. And then release, and then take that foot and bring it to the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Squeeze on the exhale towards you. And then inhale, push the knees away. Exhale, squeeze the knees towards you. Inhale, push the knees away. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Extend the legs out long. Take a little stretch for yourself. And then bring yourself to your Shavasana if it's comfortable for you. And once you arrive in Shavasana, take the biggest breath that you've taken all day. Nice big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth as you say, ah. Settle in and get comfortable. And you might pause here and be mindful of how your body feels as you start your day. And if it's a good feeling and a relaxed feeling, see if you can keep that feeling going. A little challenging, but pause every so often throughout the day and notice, and then tell yourself to release and relax. I invite you to come back to the room by deepening your breath, wiggling your fingers and toes, bringing a smile to your face if you'd like, bringing your hands to prayer, Anjali Mudra, in front of your chest at your heart center. May you pause and be mindful periodically during your day. Namaste.